be an excellent vessel for a child. Like, I'm not toting around these childbearing hips for nothing, okay? Just because we met blackout at a bar means that I'm not the one. God, men. But I've met my fair charmers at the bar. My last guy that I picked up in a blackout was a 30-year-old truck driver with two kids whose biggest regret was not going to junior prom as a 30-year-old. Like, I was like, I think there should be other bigger regrets, like those kids, you know? Like, that it's just proof that, like, blackout me is not really friends with sober me. Like, we're not really friends. It's super fun. The guy before that blackout me was like, this is the one, was a guy who I picked up for the first date, who I thought was doing a Forrest Gump impersonation for, like, the whole first date. I was like, this guy's great. He realizes that this is awkward for me because I don't remember him, and he's doing jokes. I like this guy. And then when I picked him up for the second date, I had to be like, did you take any special classes in high school? Like, where were you in high school? Like, what did your friends look like? Like, did they have wheels? You know? But it's fine. I drive a car now, so I have my own wheels. But we have a really great show for you guys planned. I think that was a sentence. So let me bring someone to the stage that it's kind of, when I look at her, it's like looking in a mirror. I'm like, this is where my life's gonna be in about 5 years. So let me welcome Verma to the stage.
Let's hear it for our host, Miss Becky Anger. I tell you, she's such a beautiful young woman. It's a pity she's going to die alone and unloved. Sad thing is that she's allergic to cats. So inevitably she's going to be known as that crazy raccoon lady. So how's everybody doing tonight? Great, that's great. You know, I almost didn't make it here. On my way down in, there are all these emergency vehicles outside of the El Dorado. Apparently there was some emotionally disturbed individual that was threatening to jump. And as I drove by, I couldn't help but shout, go ahead and jump. You're standing on the curb. You know, I don't know if you can tell, but my voice is a little hoarse. I'm sort of screaming at all the other drivers on the road. You know, I swear some of these people have skill sets that are better suited to parking. If there's one thing that really pisses me off, just the one thing, it's those cell phone using drivers that, you know, have no clue where they're going or what's going on around them, and they don't know how to use the turn signals. And even if they do, they don't know how to turn them off. Or they'll pull in front of me and go 10 miles an hour under the speed limit. Or they'll park themselves in my blind spot on the left and refuse to pass. Or they'll run side by side alongside the car in front of me, going the exact same speed, 5 miles an hour, slower than the speed limit. Or even worse, you know, they're slowing down and speeding up in unison. There's no way I can get around them. And then there are those assholes that'll come flying up behind at 125 miles an hour that leave you stuck behind the slow ass that you're following. And they're the same ones that'll cut across the solid white line on the merge and cut you off from behind, because they're the same assholes that'll fall asleep in the left turn lane and then go crawling through on the last of the arrow or last of the yellow, leaving my sorry ass stuck at the light because they gotta get to the mall so that they can cut across the parking lots and leave their shopping carts wherever they damn well please, because they gotta cut in front of me at the drive-thru and order the most complicated thing known to mankind, which they proceed to eat while they're driving and screwing me over on the road. That really upsets me. God. Does anybody else have those moments where you're temporarily dyslexic? You know, it happens to me all the time, and it really freaks me out, because what if there's an emergency and I have to dial 191? Yeah, I think about this all the time, because I'm really accident prone, and I think I get it from my mom. When I was a kid, she was always walking into doors and getting black eyes. You know, I don't know why, but for some reason I'm reminded of my grandma's favorite saying. You know, it's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. Now, my grandma had a knack for saying, you know, and I think that's why she was so popular in Cell Block C. Yeah. So, who here's got kids? Anybody got kids? You've left them home alone unsupervised, of course.
In bed.
Yes, yes. I don't know. I can't do that. The kids are too much responsibility for a person like me. You know, the best that I can do is plant. Just need a little sun, a little water, the occasional bedtime story. You know, weekly play dates. Then, of course, there's the tutors. For some reason, they seem to be falling behind in the vocabulary. And I've already told them, if their grades don't improve, there's no summer camp this year. But, I mean, they can be such great company. You know, except when they get a bug up their butt and they don't speak to you anymore. And, of course, they gotta have fertilizer, if I can remember to buy it, and I'm not behind on my bills that month, which I usually am. And God forbid, another one of them should die on me, because I can't afford another funeral. And then to have people rub it in my face by sending me flower arrangements. Oh, sorry for your loss. Here's some more dead plants. What kind of people are these? Monsters? What kind of, I don't know. Vegetarians? So I got this friend. He's deaf and only has one leg. And I saw him the other day on the street, and I asked him in sign language how he was doing, and he went to answer, and he fell off his crutches. So, I'm curious, anybody else miss lead-based paint? I always thought it had better coverage and taste. You know what drives me nuts? You know when you're shaving and you squirt out too much shaving cream? She gets it. It's almost impossible to get it back in. You know, I used to go out of my way and tell people when the shoelaces were untied. Then one day I realized I'd rather watch them trip. Yeah. So I'll leave you with one more thought here. I've been cleaning up around the house lately. I figure I'm getting on in years, and the last thing I'd want is for them to discover my body in the middle of a pigsty. So I'm cleaning behind the couch, and I find Butterball, my beloved kitty that I thought ran away 20 years ago. Do you have any idea what a dried out pussy looks like after 20 years? It's not a pretty sight. Anyway, you've been fabulous. My name is Verma Chelli. I hope you enjoy the rest of the comics this evening. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, that's the last time I ask you to follow me here, Verma. That is the last fucking time. My driving's not good enough for you? You're, God. You know what's worse than other drivers, though? Pedestrians. This must be where superheroes go to, like, raise their kids. They're just like, and just run out in front of the road, kids. You're a superhero. That car's not gonna hurt you. You know? God. And I fucking hate driving in this goddamn city. I hate everything about this city. But it's nice because it's not Elko, so I can't hate on it that much.